Well, here we are then, another week and another retro Formula 1 game. Today, guys, we play F1 2003 Career Mode. And you know what? For once, actually digging the intro. It's pretty funky. The only slight caveat, though, to actually playing Career Mode on F1 2003 is that there isn't actually a Career Mode. So, That's ruined the video title completely. There's Arcade Race, we've got Arcade Season, Custom Race, Race Weekend, World Championship, and then Time Attack. No Career Mode, so I guess they didn't think anyone wanted to play as themselves, maybe, back in the day. Maybe they were clearly taking a leaf out of F1 2015's book about 12 years before it came out. I think we should try a random race first. Let's just try a random arcade race and see how that goes first of all. I'm curious to see what the graphics are like here for each of these drivers, because the cars look pretty sweet actually from here. Obviously, it might be a very different story once we get into the actual race and they have to render everything else, but these models look pretty decent, I've got to say. And clearly, that's where the talent and technology ran out for them when they made this game, because the faces of the drivers, little bit questionable. I feel like most of them almost look like someone's tried to describe what the driver looks like over a really dodgy telephone, which is probably just a normal phone for 2003, because I remember the reception used to be horrendous in 2003. Schumacher looks like a lookalike of Michael Schumacher, and then you've got Barrichello. They kind of just gone for a generic kind of old-looking person, even though he wasn't that old back then. David Coulthard does actually look quite a bit like himself, apart from, I feel like they could have gone with more jawline, to be honest. There's no jutting out on either side of his face there. And then Kimi Räikkönen, that looks nothing like Kimi Räikkönen. Not even a young Kimi Räikkönen. That just looks like John Smith from Down the Newsagents. I've got to say, they've done actually a pretty decent job with Fisichella. He does actually look like him. I think he's the best one so far that I've seen. That, like, you look at him straight away, you think, okay, I can see that. I can see that from real life. Mark Webber, I guess, also, in a way, but he also just looks like a generic character out of Neighbours. And then we come to the two worst ones in this entire game. First of all, Jenson Button. Looks nothing like the man. It looks like Pochettino. I'm seeing it. I hope you guys are. That's Pochettino driving. He clearly got sacked by Spurs, had enough of it, had enough of football, quit the game. Obviously wanted to drive some Formula 1 cars. He is actually a Formula 1 fan, in fact, so it works out quite well. He's made analogies about that situation to likening it to F1, so he's an F1 fan, so it works out quite well, actually, for this reference. But the worst one is at Renault. It's for Fernando Alonso. Are you ready? Because this looks nothing like Fernando Alonso whatsoever. What on earth is that face? What on earth is that? That is worse than the Ronaldo statue they made for him, like where it was that dodgy metalwork. This is a calamity. Who thought that was? Who signed this off as? Yeah, that's Fernando Alonso. It looks like he's been beaten up on one side of his face, and the other side started melting. Right, we're going to drive with Kimi Räikkönen, since obviously this was quite a decent period for Kimi and McLaren as a whole in terms of, you know, being right up there at the forefront. In terms of the track, what shall we do? I feel like we should try something different that we haven't done before. Brazil might be a shout, actually. We've got San Marino, Spanish Grand Prix, we've done plenty of times, Austrian GP, Monaco, France. We've got quite a few to choose from, actually, you know. I fancy doing the Brazilian Grand Prix. Let's see what Brazil's like. Sao Paulo, you know, undulation. I want to see how well they had it here in 2003, because obviously I think they do a great job in the modern F1 games, but 03, did Sao Paulo have that feel to it? Right, here we go to 5 red lights. I've been chucked straight into the Grand Prix. The car. Oh my! What the? Hello?
Oh no! Watch your damage!
What was that? Was that a commentator?
It's your car! Hey, watch the car!
What?
Oh, it's game over.
What? Nah, that's not real. That's not actually the commentator in this game. Why does he sound like a trucker? Why does he sound like some American trucker they've just pulled off the street to commentate the Grand Prix? And why did my car spin in 360 straight away off 5 red lights? I am so confused right now. And we're back to the main menu. Well, cool guys, that's been my video on F1 2003. Cheers for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. I am so perplexed right now. I don't know what's just happened. I've gone into a race. The cars span at the lightest feint of steering. And then some random American trucker just starts commentating as if he's just... what? Alright, we're going to try that again. Arcade race. I'm going to go McLaren again. I'll go Kimi again. The car looked interesting, let's say that. It looked kind of like, it almost looked like a washing machine on wheels. I would liken it to that. But what was the commentary and what was the handling? Like, was that actually how sensitive the handling is? Or I used the analog stick. Maybe I should have used the directional buttons. Let's see if the directional buttons is any better. No, that's not actually the steering. No, the steering is analog with the stick, but it's just super sensitive. Very sensitive steering here. But we go through into turn 1 then. Gonna brake. You know what? The handling's actually miles better than 2004. Like, they went backwards. So, they had a good handling model in 03, went backwards to 2004, and then went better in 05. So basically, the studio that made the F1 games back in the day followed Codemasters patterns from 2013 to 2014 to 2015. So far, so good, though, out of Brazil, although they have some interesting undulation here. Like, oh my god, that is so dramatic compared to on the Cody's games. But so far, I'm actually handling this quite well. I could actually drive this game pretty decently. Go around the outside, or try to go around the outside of the BMW there. Catching on to the Ferrari. It's side by side. Look at that there. Wheel-to-wheel racing with the AI there. We get a little bit crossed up there as we get brake checked. Try my best to try and close up. We're up into, where is it, P6 here. The heads-up display is, yeah, you can tell it's from 2003, can't you? And there's a random helicopter just stood there. We're getting some slipstream off the Ferrari. Here we go for a move around the outside. Late break there, up into P4. You know what? I'm actually decent at this. I am actually good at F1 2003. Sign me up to the esports, mate. Bonoff 04, 03 handling. Super. I actually prefer this to the 05 handling. So far, out of the retro games we played, the PS2 F1 era games, this is the best handling I've had. Let's ignore the fact I spanned straight away on the first attempt. This is actually decent. It's manageable. It's not too difficult. It's pretty... I take it back. I take it back. I've crashed into a wall. And now I'm behind the Honda. All right, we're catching back up. We're back down to P6. That's fine, though. If I can beat my teammate, that'll be the good thing there. So Coulthard, I think, is just up ahead of us. He's overtaken the BMW. Can we go down the inside? Oh, he cuts me off a little bit there. Can we get some tow? Is there slipstream in this game? I don't know. I'm sticking behind him. I think there is a bit of slipstream, you know, because we did catch up to him pretty quickly there. Here we go. Gaining. Yeah, there's definitely some tow. It's quite dramatic, actually, once you get behind. And we've got the final lap of the GP. Send it down the inside of Coulthard there into turn 1. Let the car roll through, back up into P4. Look, let's aim for the podium. I think we can get a podium today. That would be decent. I've got to say, though, it is getting on my eyes a little bit, the surrounding of the track here. It's all kind of fuzzy, if you will. It's like static. That's the word I'm looking for. It's like looking at static. Like the background of the track and like all the trees and the sponsor boards, like when you get to a certain distance, it's all just becoming static here. And it's kind of annoying my eyes a little bit, I can't lie. But I'm trying my best to close up to the Ferrari. We've got literally 2 corners to go. Can we catch him in the final corners? We're going to send it to the inside. We've got the move done, I think. We're up into P3. I don't know where on earth the Ferrari is. Can I look behind me? No, I can't. I can't find the button, and I've also gone too wide there. Where is he? I can hear him. He's somewhere behind me. But I think we'll just about pull this through for P3 in our, well, not our very first race, our second race, technically, but our proper first race on F1 2003. You know what? Decent game. I like that. Oh, and there's even a replay after the race. Decent stuff. Let's have a look at this then. Oh, look at that stonking getaway there. Down the inside. I think also the handling's better. I think it also generally, like the graphics might not be better than 04, but I think the look of it, I think it actually looks better. It does to me. I might just be going a bit crazy, maybe just because 04 was a bit of a weird experience with the handling, but I think this looks a little bit more authentic. Right, we've done an arcade race. I do fancy seeing what the World Championship's like. Let's see how it goes. We're going to choose a different car now, I think. What shall we go with? Should we go with the Ferrari? I think? We'll go ahead and play as Michael Schumacher. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to load up this Australian Grand Prix. This was the equivalent of career mode. Obviously, we all need the pain of this in F1 2015. So I'm guessing this will just basically be the race weekend, I think. Just like how many other races there were back in 03. I don't think there'll be much. Is there much of a career mode aspect to this? No, you can points table, choose the session, save progress, skip race, quit the season basically. So choose session, Friday practice, Friday qualifying, Saturday practice warm up, qualifying, and then race. Okay. let's just go the race. Let's do a last question mark challenge here. It's the Ferrari. It's pretty decent. You must take part in qualifying before starting the race. Oh, I have to take part in qualifying. That's a bit of a shame. Well, I'll start it and then I'll just not do anything. Oh, would you look at that? They had live teletext in the game. All right, here we go then. Australian GP. Pit lane's looking pretty decent, actually, I would say. Does he come down here? Right, let's see how it looks compared to the other years. Okay, I will admit now, when we look at a circuit that we've played on the other games, like for like, this does look worse. But for some reason, to me, Brazil looked pretty okay. I think Brazil looked better than Australia for some reason. Like the static thing is more apparent on this circuit for some reason. I mean, look at this gravel. Like, driving through that gravel, literally we're driving on the static of a TV. But for some reason, here, it's a bit worse than it was at Sao Paulo. Can I change camera angle as well? Oh, here we go. We've got cockpit cam. Oh my. Well, that's gone well, hasn't it? All right, let's see what cockpit cam's like. This was full simulation back in the day. Obviously, all the league races getting all arsy about full simulation stuff. So here you go. Let's see what's it like. It's very... that's already making me feel a little bit queasy in terms of the head movement there going on, I can't lie, and the steering wheel, the buttons all looking very 3D indeed. Oh my, I've tipped on its side again. Oh my, okay, turn one's not gone well for me. I mean, I wasn't planning on qualifying, but turn one did not go well. Onwards then to the Grand Prix. There's no intros, no fancy any animations for the grid start. We just get straight into it with a very weird animation of the lights there. And oh my god, I already get blocked off there at the start as he's doing a bit of weaving about. And oh, come on, man. I don't even know who this is, but I can't. Oh my god, it's all gone wrong for me. Why am I in the sea now? Very weird gravel trap. Don't know why that gravel trap was blue. Made it look like I was driving over the ocean. We're not Jesus here. Right, we've got some catching up to do now, but I don't think it should be too difficult in the Ferrari. Here we go. Ooh, lovely move to the inside. Can we send it here? Down to the inside. Oh, wheel to wheel. Got the move done. It's a little bit sensitive, though. This is definitely a trickier circuit than Sao Paulo. Like Sao Paulo, there was time, long swooping corners to get the angle right. Australia, very pinpoint. You need to be accurate straight away. And there's also too much grass for me to spin and get the tyres scuffed up on as well. But here we go. Oh, massive dive there. Just about got it slowed down up into P16. There's traction control and brake bars on the bottom left. I have no idea how to change any of that, so we'll just leave that alone. And oh, I've got it wrong. We'll carry on as we were. Yep. You know what? This is a game after my heart. Didn't even do it. Didn't say anything to me about that. That was fine. That was fine according to the game. I'm all good to continue. No penalty. All right, we're moving up the field. My engineer just spoke to me very hardly. Oh my. Okay, sorry, mate. We'll edit that out. Edit that out. Oh, he's coming back at me. He's pushed me right through lap number 2. Oh my god. I've only realised this is 20 laps. 20 laps! I'm not playing 20 laps of this. I'm going to get into first just to prove that I can get into first place, and that's where I'll be ending it. Bye. Oh, my... Oh, thank you for the push, sir. Thank you. I can hardly hear you, man. You're so muffled by the engine sounds. It's a joke. All right, we're getting the hang of it here. We're closing up now. P10, 3 positions away from the first points paying positions. The leader, though, is already through turn 1, so we've got a lot of time to make up here. A lot of time afterwards. It might be quite difficult, actually, to get P1. Get the toe. Come on. Get some slipstream there. Here we go. Pulling. Go to the inside there. Massive dive. And go around the outside also. This other car, the other Honda. No. Keep on the black stuff. I've already knocked off the bollards there on the left-hand side. I just realised that. Pretty impressive, actually, that they have those. They have the physics cable to have bollards there that can actually be broken and pushed away. And we just about managed to slow that down for P9 now. 1 position away from points. Oh, down the inside the chicane. Oh, no. And it's all come crashing down as it. Oh, sorry, mate. Bit of a traffic jam. And it's all gone wrong for me. Well, guys, what can I say? That was F1 2003. I've got to say, good handling, decent handling, authentic look about it. Bit lackluster on what you can actually do gameplay-wise. I'm disappointed there's no actual career mode in this game. The fact it's basically just Grand Prix mode, and that's all you can do. Maybe a time attack, but I mean, does anyone actually do a time attack and enjoy it for this? You do that when you do time attack when you're bored as hell. You got nothing else to play. Like if we're comparing this to other games, time attack. Well, they don't even have time attack anymore in the modern F1 games, but it's like the equivalent of maybe like the Champions mode in F1 2012 or Volta in the new FIFA. Literally, no one plays it. There's probably one guy in the universe in 2003 that clicked time attack to play it. So yeah, it's solid, fun game to actually do it in one race. But I feel like definitely if I was playing this game back in the day in 03, I would have probably got bored of it quite fast because there's not enough content there. But I guess it is a game from 2003. So, but I do know for a fact older F1 games, older than this one, did have like career modes and like proper other stuff to do. So yeah, I don't know. That's my sort of verdict. Maybe a little bit more of a serious take for one of these videos on this retro F1 gameplay, I guess. But you know, it felt like it needed one because yeah, I mean, there's not too much to actually take the piss out of. It's actually a pretty solid game, just lacking some features there. But guys, if you did enjoy the video nonetheless, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new around here, subscribe for weekly full-on content. I'm Brandon. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.